It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
The Dean Blundell Show.
This is mass madness, you maniacs!
102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
Here's a gross story out of California yesterday. Did you hear about this? I saw it on the news. It was messed up. Guy murdered 2 innocent men with a splitting maul. It's a device that's used to basically split massive pieces of wood. And look up a picture of the splitting maul and tell me what you see. What do you see there, big guy? What do you see?
I'd see it's a big axe.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. This guy, Thomas McDonald, got into an argument with his friend, said he was over missing some medication he thought was stolen. Investigators said a fight broke out with McDonald. He stabbed a guy named Captain Rick and a guy named Gary St. Pierre with a fork before running outside. McDonald inexplicably then beat him to death with a splitting maul. The beating was so vicious.
Oh, man. Boy.
Dude's face was crushed, one of his hands had been cut off, and his foot was severed.
Yeah, because it's like a sledgehammer on one side and an axe on the other, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's very heavy, top-weighted, and there's a splitting device at the end of it. It's like an axe with a giant knob on the back of it, just because it's heavy, so that it splits the big wood.
Yeah.
It gets even, but this is just too much, dude. He wasn't done there, though. He apparently, at a nearby houseboat repair shop, he found a 54-year-old guy named Carl sitting in his truck on lunch break. That's when he used the splitting maul to hit him in the head a couple of times. That's when the guy drove off after he got hit in the head with a splitting maul, crashed into a parked car, which he later died because he went over and kept smashing his face into this thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Then he set the truck on fire with a cigarette lighter and some gas leaking from the back of the car, and the thing exploded. It's like a scene out of the movies. It would have been so cool to watch.
He just snapped,
Yeah,
but it was real, so
not
you
so.
wouldn't want to see it. No. But in a movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Movie.
If you paid $15 and you saw it with a bunch of other people, it'd be acceptable.
Yeah, and you'd be like, how did they do that?
Isn't that unbelievable? Oh. They said he was when they got him, he was covered in blood and tissue matter.
Oh, that's when you know you violently killed someone.
Yeah, when they're splattering
all over you.
Yeah, it's like the movies, man.
Should have wore a bib.
I know.
or poncho.
Police, just a quick FYI, cops are saying be on the lookout for a guy named Matthew Hummel. They're saying he's exposing himself in card stores like Hallmark stores, so he's been showing people his wiener. I just thought I'd mention that because it's pretty funny. It's
good to know.
Okay, I don't even know if you can get a card for that.
Do they have cards that say you're going to jail?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. You
get well.
Okay. What do you think of this? I just wanted a bar mitzvah card, that's all. I didn't want that. I didn't want that at all.
Why is that card 3D? You like poke a hole in it?
Hey, look, it's a pop-up. Now it's funny. And this made me laugh. It's a harmless story, but fun nonetheless. Police said a central Pennsylvania man thanked and tried to high-five a cop who gave him a breathalyzer when he registered 2.5 times the legal limit.
Yeah, don't leave me hanging, copper. Yeah, don't leave me hanging.
Man, that is so weak. I win. I know.
No.
Gerald Decker was driving when an officer noticed that his car didn't have his lights on, flagged him down. Officer said, "Hey, your lights are on." He goes, "Thanks, buddy." And he said, "You've been drinking?" He goes, "You betcha." And that's when he did the breathalyzer test after he did the blow job on it. He was 2.5 times the legal limit for drivers. That's when he attempted to high-five the officer. And the officer said, quote, "That's not how this works."
No.
Yeah, I think it does work like that, actually. You'd rather him give you a high five than go, you stupid son of a bitch. Be belligerent, wouldn't you?
Sounds like a happy drunk.
Yeah. Hey, props. Put it there. Hey, let's pump this out. Good? Come on. High five. Those are your Edgefiles, whatever the hell day it is in March year 2012.
The Edgefiles on 102.1 The Edge.
Hi there, my name is Jeremy Roenick. After playing 20 years in the National Hockey League, my body knows only one thing. The Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge is the shit. Nothing makes me feel better than sitting on the patio, drinking rye and shooting the neighborhood kids with a slingshot while listening to the Dean Blundell Show. Oh, and those kids, they cried a lot like they were basketball fans. Pussies.
The Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Rob Ford weighed in yesterday. Rob and Doug, his brother, who the two of them, boy, doing a very 1940s job of running this country, or this city, if you will. Very 1940s. However, they're doing this big weight loss challenge. It's called Cut the Waist, right?
Yep. Join Mayor Ford's Cut the Waist Challenge.
So now, do you have a chronicle of how much weight he's lost? The first week, I believe he lost 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah, I know within the first 3 weeks, he basically lost 20 pounds.
Easy. He didn't lose 20 pounds. You can't lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks. You die. If you lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks, someone cut off his forearm.
But if you have that much excess weight, I think you can actually drop that much weight really quickly, and then it slows down, and then you have a hard time after a certain point.
Well, you have a hard time after a certain point when you're spotted in the liquor store and at fast food restaurants at 10:30 at night.
Yes, that is true.
Either way, at one point he was at 330, and then he got down to 310. And then the week prior, I believe he didn't lose any weight. He stayed at 310.
And then 2 weeks ago, he gained 2 pounds. And then this week, he gained 1 pound.
Yeah. So he's back up to 311.
But here's the best part. So he's lost 19 pounds. Well, he's down.
And before he got on the scale, sorry, and there's no video, but he goes, it's not good.
I had a rough week. Yeah,
you know what's great is that he's talking about the commitment he has to change.
Yeah, I'm going to change the way things are done in the city. We're going to cut the waste. We're going to get rid of the land trade. We're going to no more tax. We're going to get this subway. I can't stand Karen Stins. Yeah, she's...
Well, if he can't even do that right, what are the chances he could run the city right? And here's the best part. His brother didn't even show up for the weigh-in.
No, he showed up. He was running late. He did get there just by the end of it, and he didn't even climb up on the scale.
Well, he's lost 27 pounds, apparently. And his brother's lost 18 and gained some. And they're supposed to be an example. So if this guy can't even cut out cheeseburgers, what are the chances he's going to get a Subway deal done? Huh? Think about that. If this guy cannot help himself every time he sees a drive-through, what are the chances he's going to be fair to the citizens of Toronto when it comes to building the infrastructure we need to move forward? 0. Mm-hmm. Anyway, good luck.
Maybe they're too busy eating during that radio show of theirs now.
Oh, I'm starving.
He just gives restaurant plugs the whole time so people drop food on.
Yeah. No, that's the RAM station that does that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm down here at this restaurant with this guy, and it's been here for years. It's amazing, though. Like, he's doing it on television, and he keeps getting up going, it's a bad week. Not good.
The whole point of it is to be accountable to everybody, right?
Yes.
It just makes you look worse when you can't be accountable to everybody.
Well, what does it say about his professional
You're
life?
exactly right. No, you're exactly right.
I said it earlier. If you can't commit to actually losing a little bit of weight, and you've told people you are, so now you're really not telling the truth, and you're not being held accountable to what you said you would do. And you're using this as a way to either detract from the terrible job you're doing or detract from the silly things you're saying.
Well, now you're just doing a terrible job at 2 things.
Yeah. I wonder what else we could get him to do a terrible job at.
The Dean Blundell Show on The Edge.
Just a quick email before we get to some Bachelor chat. And great email from Mika. She says, I'm not surprised Rob Ford's having a terrible week after getting owned by Karen Stins last night. Dude, you know what? I'm going to say this right now. Karen Stins for our next mayor. I'm not even kidding. The woman made decisions that were wildly unpopular according to the people that put her in those positions. And I got to tell you, I got all kinds of respect for her.
Well, I guess last night's
She was willing. She was willing to walk away from everything just to do what was best for the city in her mind, and stuck to whether she's right or wrong. This is the truth. I don't care about subways, and I don't care about LRT. I don't care. I don't know who does what, and what goes where, and what underground, overground. What's the best for the buck? I don't care. What I'm eternally embarrassed about is the way that Rob Ford, Giorgio Mammoliti, Doug Ford have acted like children. I heard a clip from Giorgio, and we're going to try and get him on the show. He's a nice guy, but he's a bunch of big pussies. Jesus. The biggest stud in the group is Karen Stins.
Well, they're like schoolyard bullies who then when they get sort of taken over, they don't know how to react.
Well, this isn't about who's on what side. This is about trying to create a better city for our future. Not about, she totally shafted us, so we're going to... No, she didn't. She won. She owned you. As my kids say, dude, you got pwned.
Yeah, they got rid of all of his allies on the council in case people don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, then replace it with just some regular folks from the city, and then 7 councilors that don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. We just want to get it done.
Want stuff done.
No, it had to be our friends on that thing. That's what they're... Geez, it's like a... You know what it's like? It's like a little group of wieners. You know? It's like a little wiener group over there.
I can imagine that.
Yeah. Especially at 310 pounds. See, can't find my wiener group. That was humorous. Eh?
That was good.
Thanks.
Where's my wiener?
It's here somewhere.
Did you guys watch Bachelor this weekend?
It was last night, and I did. I did. It last night's episode is out of all the episodes is could be the most annoying and dumbest of all.
Well, we'll have some audio for you in a minute, but I got an email from Andrew who says, "Hey, Dean, I watch it with my wife, but for good reason. The show seems to turn her into a different person. Who puts out? This quick 1 to 2 hours gets it done every time. Oh, and that whore Courtney is okay to look at too.
Beautiful, and she's not a whore.
I don't even know who
Courtney's like a kind of a former
I just
model.
called her Horkney.
Horkney. Could be.
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty sure she's the one who's going to get the ring, so she's probably,
Horkney. Okay, so what we have here, and I haven't watched the show, so Derek, this is a clip of Samantha.
Well, maybe, you know what? Todd would probably be a better person to set this up.
I'll just give you the premise. This is the premise. It's sort of like a live kind of interview Jerry Springer type of show. So they get all the women together and they tell all
do
about
they do the high fives and say stuff like, "You go, girl"?
No. You know what? There, aside from some chair throwing and that big bald dude who would break up fights, it was essentially the same thing.
Oh, was it?
So
really?
yeah, because it's catty, and what happens is they get so mad at each other and call each other out on things they did during the filming of the episodes.
Okay.
And
can I play a clip?
Yeah. Well, you asked about it. I had to give it context.
Well, I know, but I don't want it. Like, I don't want to know their blood type.
Okay, play it before we start sounding like that.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Samantha, you seem to be the most outspoken.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Here's the thing. I am great friends with Nikki. I am great friends with Casey. I'm great friends with a lot of...
I am already annoyed.
Yeah. Yes, fingers on a chalkboard right there.
Dean, it is horrible.
Yeah. Dude, I am already annoyed. I don't know.
And by the way, a lot of up talking.
Oh, you're kidding?
A lot of
these girls on this, and they obviously.
Okay, so these are two chicks, Samantha and Blakely. That what? What's the deal with them?
I actually don't know with them.
Well, here you go.
You seem to be the most outspoken.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Here's the thing. I am great friends with Nikki. I am great friends with Casey. I'm great friends with a lot of these girls on this show, and they. Obviously, you've seen the show. They're here for Ben, and they are the sweetest, most kind girls. Why are so many of us such good friends, yet you couldn't be friends?
Oh my God!
It sounds like
I wouldn't.
grade
I don't.
11.
These. I know that they serve a purpose, but God forbid that woman help any 4-year-old with her homework. God forbid. Did you hear her talk? She's not going to split the atom anytime soon either. I know that.
All of them.
Yeah.
Holy.
Just such good friends, yet you couldn't be friends.
Because I'm a lot older than you and I'm more mature than you, and I actually don't bother myself with small-minded people. That's why.
When you're sitting there with your face bed in a pool, it's not you trying to be more mature than us. You sat there on the Sonoma date and you actually took your rose and put it in our face. And she bullied a lot of girls, and a lot of girls I saw crying because she bullied her.
But listen,
and that's not
she's
cool.
not the only girl that bullied other girls. I think everybody here has been rude to another girl at one time or another.
I was not
You said it, Dick.
Are you kidding me?
It's all like this, dude.
The whole thing. What possible entertainment? What value is it? What do you learn from that?
The ladies love it. And wait till you get to the stuff with Courtney. This is the problem
with the whole world, Todd.
I agree. I completely agree.
Who's Courtney?
Courtney is sort of the really hot one, and she's very conniving and all this stuff. But she knows she's the one who gets it's a game.
Okay, this is Courtney Courtney apologizing or getting emotional. Which one?
Well, she's because all the women are teaming up on her. So
yeah, getting emotional is a bit more interesting.
Okay, good. Yeah. This is Courtney getting emotional.
Yes, too.
I did the best.
Love Wiener.
I thought I did the best that I could. Looking back, I'm really sorry.
I tried to use lube, but it didn't work, so I had to use a little Hork, and I didn't have any sinus infection that day.
I hurt your feelings, all of you. You may say it's not genuine, but I'm going through real emotions, and I don't like being...
Dude.
I can't say that. No. I don't like being...
No, you don't.
Out.
Tore apart my family.
Never mind. Torn apart. Same thing. There
you go.
In the tabloids, it's awful. I didn't think it through. If I could have gone back and thought ahead and been this.
How many likes? That's a 500 likes already, and we're not even 30 seconds into this.
She's
clip.
a model. She's doing pretty good with the language, actually.
Yeah.
Whatever equals this, I would have handled myself differently. I was really defensive. I should have accepted your apology. I shouldn't have said mean things, and I'm sorry. And
yeah. What else?
That's why I'm here, is to say I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for hurting Ben. I cared for him and still do, and I would never want to. I don't know. I'm sorry.
You know what these girls are? They're just strippers on TV.
Yeah. I agree.
What they're doing is what strippers do. Strippers come to your table, they pretend they're your friend, they vie for your attention, so you'll give them money and you pay for them to have drinks, and then they walk out of there with $2,000 and you go home and your wife's all pissed off, and for some reason everybody's itchy getting into bed, but you still feel pretty dangerous. These chicks are glorified strippers.
Well, especially the 7 out of 10 strippers who all team up on the 10 out of 10 stripper because she's getting all the lap dances, and that's exactly what's happening here.
Okay, which one? Blakely defends herself?
No, I don't think we have really them teaming up on Courtney in these clips, but that's what the whole show was about last night.
Listen to this. I don't even know what this is, but this guaranteed will be annoying because it's got the word Blakely in it.
Blakely, I want to give you the last word. Do you regret the way you acted?
I don't regret the way I acted. However, I wish my guard wasn't up so much, because this is why I have it up.
But with you putting out...
To everyone.
Your blessings, what'd you call them?
My blessings.
Your blessings or whatever. Do you see how that might have stepped on some toes?
No, I do. And I honestly didn't want to offend anyone or make anyone upset.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with these? Where do they pick these women? At some drop-in center for the literally challenged? Where do they find these people?
I think the unfortunate thing is they choose 20 from probably hundreds of thousands that are all like this.
Who didn't make it? That's my question.
All right, here's the deal. We got to get a bunch of stupid chicks.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm kind of impressed about is that the Ben guy.
Yeah.
He's actually very well-spoken, dude.
Ben and Jennifer?
Yeah,
is that the clip?
Play that one.
Okay.
Well, let's open it up to the ladies. Questions?
I think my question is just...
I can't even listen to it.
She's smile-talking.
I think my question is
smile-talking.
we had an amazing date, and I went home and you kept Blakely, and I kind of have a pro-con. What did I not have that maybe Blakely did?
Probably bigger boobs. She probably got bigger boobs than you.
Maybe she smelled better than you.
Yeah. Maybe he was less than... I'm going to read you some of the... we're playing these clips. I'm going to... Just so you know we're not alone, I'm going to read you some of the email I'm getting. This one from Marin. I'd rather insert needles into my eyes than listen to any more of this crap, please. Jamie says, listening to these girls makes me want to rip my off and shove it in my own ears.
You get Alex's?
Please turn that off. My ears are bleeding. What makes me sick is they all make money and they are retarded. That one? Those girls have peanuts for brains. Anyway, here's the rest of this clip.
First of all, I never compared you to Blakely. I never compared any of you women
Yeah.
to each other. I treated each relationship as best I could individually. And so
just I go home and I'm like, really?
I was like, go home and I'm like, really? Oh my God. I was like totally at home and I was like,
happening?
yeah. And I was like, I burnt the milk and then I burnt the water and I just was like, oh, really? Is this really happening? And I put my underwear on backwards and I forgot to wear a shirt.
And I was like, I know I'm not as hot as the other girls, but I'm a good quality person.
Yeah. Sometimes guys pick girls just based on looks too. That's what these girls don't understand.
You're
right?
on a TV show. You
Yeah.
would hope that's the case.
Like, I went home and he's like considering taking Blakely home to his mom. Like, no offense. But I don't know. I just felt like we had a really good connection. And
I think in that moment, you were probably like 2 or 3 steps ahead of me of where I was and my feelings towards.
Oh, who cares? And this guy, whoever does this show, you're an awful human being. if you're one of these guys, it's terrible. You know what?
I think they're.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
This happens in real life. Let me ask you. You find out some guy has a house full of babes.
Yeah.
And he's had them all apply to be his girlfriend / fiance in real life. He's either getting arrested or he's a side story. He's hated by everybody. What's the difference?
I think it'd be pretty cool, man.
You've been doing it for years. They just stay at their own houses.
The Dean Blundell Show on the Edge.
Hey, everybody. We had that terrible storm just a couple of days ago, and very windy. Like wind. Could you believe how windy it was in the city a few days ago?
It took trees right out from my big planters and just they're all over my balcony.
Oh, that's a great story.
That's a good wind.
Yep. So anyway, what we should have done is we should have listened to March 5th because Frankie made the forecast prediction. Frankie, our East Coast weather guy. What?
He made this yesterday?
I don't know. It just says March 5th.
And the storm was?
I don't know.
On Sunday? Okay.
Yeah, that day. Okay. Here. This is, you know him. Here.
Welcome to my show. My name is Frankie McDonald. This episode is a big rainstorm heading for Toronto this Thursday into Friday. Toronto is getting a lot of rain, a lot of high winds Thursday into Friday in Toronto, Ontario, because it's supposed to be real high winds and lots of rain for Toronto, Ontario this Thursday into Friday.
Oh, he's talking about this Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Okay. So he did this last week. He's talking about this Thursday, Friday. Now, folks, listen, because he's usually right, and I'm not kidding you.
Toronto, be prepared for high winds and heavy rain in Toronto area this Thursday into Friday. Supposed to be a real high winds gusting up to nearly 100 plus kilometers per hour in Toronto, Ontario.
Leaning back on his beanbag chair.
Okay, he's comfy.
Yeah.
He's reading his computer screen, I think.
Supposed to be high winds and lots of rain for Toronto. And temperatures going up to plus 9 degrees in Toronto. People in Toronto, be prepared. Have your rubber boots ready, have your raincoats ready, have your hoods ready. Wear your rain suits. And when it's major hip waders, because the floods will be real deep in Toronto. People in Toronto, be prepared. Supposed to be a lot of rain, a lot of high winds. Have your candles and flashlights ready. Trees could be knocked over.
You know what? He's pissing me off because he's gonna high winds. Now he's telling everybody to get candles. Well, that's not gonna work.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's going to be puffed out.
I know.
Some power lines will be down in Toronto, Ontario. Supposed to be a bad up in Toronto this Thursday, March 8th, 2012. People in Toronto, be prepared. Big rainstorm is coming for Toronto. Best of luck to you. I'd like to say hi to Dean Blundell Show in Toronto, Ontario.
Hey.
I'd like to say hi to 102.1 The Edge in Toronto, Ontario. Good luck.
Wow, right there. Right there.
Yes. Well, it is supposed to be windy.
He's the king.
Good thing he told us a few times.
I know,
In case we didn't
I-
get the first, second, third,
I kept
fourth,
forgetting
fifth, or
what he was
sixth
saying.
message. Yeah.
Where's
Well,
this
he's-
happening?
Here.
And it's going to rain?
Yeah.
Be high winds?
Heavy, yeah.
Okay.
Telephone poles.
Something
Be
about
prepared.
wind, I
Be
guess.
prepared. Get your candles ready. Get your hip waders ready.
waders.
Talking about The Bachelor this morning. You remember last night? Was it a finale or a bring all back or who won? I don't even know.
It's
No,
like a pause in the action sort of show.
Yeah, they basically they tell all to try and sort of throw a wrench in, I think, the Bachelor's plans on who he's going to choose.
Okay. Well, I played this clip, and I bet you I had about 500 emails from people saying, "God, please make this stop." It's
Samantha,
terrible.
you seem to be the most outspoken.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Here's the thing. I am great friends with Nikki. I am great friends with Casey. I'm great friends with a lot of these girls on this show. And they, obviously, you've seen the show. They're here for Ben, and they are the sweetest, most kind girls. Why are so many of us such good friends, yet you couldn't be friends?
Because I'm a
It's
lot
not like
older
we
than
just,
you and
like,
I'm more mature
sing
than
with-
you, and I actually don't bother myself with small-minded people. That's
She does kind of have a point there.
But still.
At the end.
What'd you say?
She doesn't like to deal with small-minded people.
I bet you there's probably a lot of small minds on that set.
These clips are even worse just to hear on the radio, because at least you're not distracted by some boobs or like something
Yeah.
redeeming.
You can almost do that, especially girls do it with guys I know where they go, well, he's not in the best shape, but he's a really great guy and he's very good looking, and
What
that
a
kind of
great
stuff.
gauge on if
Yeah.
you really like a woman. Just listen to her voice.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Listen to these and tell me if you like any of them.
Honey, when you're sitting there with your face bed in a pool, it's not you trying to be more mature than us. You sat there on the Sonoma date and you actually took your rose and put it in our face. And she bullied a lot of girls, and a lot of girls I saw crying because she bullied her.
But listen,
and that's not
she's
cool.
not the only girl that bullied other girls. I think everybody here has been rude to another girl at one time or another.
I was not
Wow, so profound. Huh? How much richer are we for that 1 minute, 44 seconds, not even.
And they're doing one here soon, right?
Bachelor Canada?
Yeah. Some dude applied. Now they're getting all the women to apply, and they're going to be doing one.
Who's the dude?
They haven't announced who the dude is at all. And no, I didn't apply.
Yeah.
No. No, I would never do it. What I would do is be one of the dudes if there was one Bachelor, because that would be fun. Because then you could just be the idiot of the bunch, right?
Yeah. This is them talking about the first night. I don't know what this means, but
Very interesting season.
Very.
Now, let's go back to that first night. And what was it like when you pull up to the mansion and you see Ben and all the lights? Such a new experience.
It was so intimidating walking into it, I think, with all the other girls. I loved him from Ashley's season, and I was praying that she did not pick him so that he could be our Bachelor. And so I kind of had a overeager, positive attitude going in.
she had an overeager beaver? Is that what you said?
Basically. How creepy is that she fell in love with him by watching him on TV, and then she applied to go get to him?
Yeah, most people that admit to that usually get sent for some type of evaluation.
Exactly.
So I kind of had a overeager, positive attitude going into it because I thought we really would have connected.
That first night, it was on.
Did you hear what she said?
Yeah, I thought we would have connected.
I saw her on TV. That makes
Stalker
all the
101
sense.
right there.
Honest to God, people say any of this kind of stuff to a court of law or a judge or someone reviewing some type of case where they see a guy outside a window and there's some cream on the ground. Big trouble.
Yes.
These people are making huge dough off it.
I know. Oh, and then there's the Bachelor pad, which is not that time of month for them.
Oh, I was
it's
gonna
like,
say.
okay. So they're already setting that up where they all go back and just have a free-for-all. It's basically a big orgy.
Well, that's what I want to see. If you want to
Yeah.
make The Bachelor interesting, first of all, if you would like to make it interesting, The Bachelor Afghanistan.
Yes. Especially
You want to entertain me at this point with a stupid show? Don't do The Bachelor Canada. You go to some place where women are not allowed to do anything without the permission of whatever male may be in the house. And you make that The Bachelor. That I would laugh at.
How would you be able to tell a difference in the women, though, if they're all...
Exactly. Do you think you'd hear all this? Do you think you'd hear any of the bitching and the whining and the moaning? You wouldn't hear any of it.
you'd be judging them by the bridge of their nose.
Yeah, you think this?
You seem to be the most
You think?
Good friends, yet
You think
you
you'd hear
couldn't
this
be
on The
friends.
Bachelor Afghanistan? No, it'd be the most peaceful show to watch.
You're
Because I'm a
right.
lot older than you and I'm more mature than you, and I actually don't bother myself with small-minded people. That's
And here's a clip from The Bachelor Afghanistan. The Bachelor America?
Sam, honey,
That's
when you're
why.
sitting there with your face bed in a pool, it's not you trying to be more mature than...
The Bachelor Afghanistan. Peaceful, huh?
I like that show.
Nice. Except for when they get stoned on that show.
Completely different.
Oh, I know. It's totally
They don't
different.
get a
than
roast.
normal. No. Unfortunately, no roses here.
Oh,
Just
no.
a really deep hole and a bunch of guys with rocks, man.
Oh.
That's all it is. No. You shouldn't do that. Bachelor Saudi Arabia.
Or Bachelor, like senior citizens home would be
big
funny
time.
too.
Yeah. Bachelor Swan Lake.
Yeah, they're all like to get the widows together. Yeah.
Well, we were sitting next to each other at the penny bingo and it moved. He's mine, you bitch.
It's more process of elimination.
At this point, I forget who's
heat
in
wave
this.
or snow shoveling.
I forget who's in this damn thing anyway.
You give them a coffin, not a rose.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, spice it up. I don't want to watch The Bachelor with these airheaded valley girls. I want to watch The Bachelor with women who are made of something, like the women that suffer the hardships overseas in some of those Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah.
Now that's a bachelorette. Those women are tough. That's why they complain all the time. They haven't had to go through any hardship. Those women over there, even some Ukrainian babes.
No perspective, Dean.
My brother works with Ukrainian widows and stuff. A terrible story. These Ukrainian widows, and they get, so he works with them and gives them food and builds like houses and schools for them. I'm going to talk to him. So we should do some kind of crazy Ukrainian widow bachelor contest. Because I'm telling you, they would go all out for a better life. All of them would. These girls just want to get a leg up.
Or two.
The Bachelor in some kind of third world country, they want to get the hell out. That's a show. It's The Amazing Race meets The Bachelor.
Not bad.
The Great Escape.
Let's just get him out of the back of this sewn car seat and then
The Bachelor Mexico. Okay, the challenge today is to try and get into America. Good luck. The sweltering heat and being sewn into a van seat is a real uphill battle, but good luck. It depends if you love the guy. All right, good luck. Yeah, you put the Bachelor on the other side of the border.
Of the Rio Grande. There he is.
Go get him.
Go get him.
The Dean Blundell Show. The Dean Blundell Show. On 102.1 The Edge.
Welcome to the Dean Blundell Show. Today, we'll be opening up the phone lines to find out a little bit more about you. What's wrong with you? Why are you so different from normal people? What happened in your life to make you so odd? Please join us, won't you?
Time for What's Wrong With You.
That's just so nice, the little harp.
Jesus. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, dude?
Oh, not so much, man. I love your show. You guys keep me going every day.
Thanks, brother. What's happening?
I got a whole day here, but I'll make it really short. Let's start out with my grandmother is legally my mother's sister. My mother grew up as, in her older years, she was a Pentecostal, or not a Pentecostal, sorry, a high priestess in a Wiccan cult, then turned to Pentecostal preacher. I spent 6 years of my life on the streets of Toronto there as a street kid, doing all sorts of weird stuff. Had 2 heart attacks at the age of 30 and 31. And
were you doing the coke?
I was doing way too many drugs when I was on the streets down there. And but turn out I've become a good member of society, I guess. I got a job. I keep my life going. But, you know, it had its repercussions on me. So in a big whole long story, I shrunk it into a little ball there for you. And I'd really love to win something.
Okay, so I'm just going to recap so that we can qualify you here. Your mom and your grandma are actually sisters.
Yes.
So it's actually your aunt who must have taken care of you because your mom went nuts, joined some kind of crazy witch cult, and then became a born-again Christian and started doing that crap.
I've been on both sides of that track, too. And I also have a nephew who's brought into this world out of incest.
Oh, that guy should be calling.
Yeah.
But what happens in the, like, what sort of things would happen in the cult? That's what I'm interested in.
They drink piss, I think.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
she used to
I
do
think they
some
drink
psychic
pee.
metal bending and stuff. And when she did turn to Christianity, I remember I was only about 18 years old that she was binding spirits out of the television and breaking all her old school records. And
Yeah.
She's like one of those heavy rollers, touch you on the forehead, make you fall down on the ground. Roll
Oh,
around.
dude, the evangelical Pentecostals, that is such a load of crap. And you know what? It's funny is that I grew up in a born-again Christian home. My brother's a reverend, and I have watched these people float around from church to church. I've been to them, like healing seminars. And if you want to get possessed by the Holy Spirit, well, I don't want anything inside me. I'm not going to those meetings. And they will walk up to a guy. I remember, no word of a lie. One guy's like, I can tell you got back problems. He's like, no, I don't. He goes, well, praise the Lord, and hit him in the head.
Or like they say they can get you out of a wheelchair to make you walk or
Yeah,
whatever.
which is a lie.
Yeah, because like two people are holding you on the side and you just think you're walking and then they let you go and you fall down.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
She used to ground me when I was like 11 and 12 if I didn't go to church with her, and I'd sneak out to steal her car and drive around the neighborhood.
That's probably a better idea. You know what? Thanks for your call, dude. Hang on, okay?
Okay.
You know what I've realized later in life, too? Is I've abandoned religion because it's useless. What I've realized later in life is that you are more, probably 100% more likely to get what you want asking Google for it than you are Christ.
It's pretty amazing how
or
that works.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are able to get more out of a checkout girl at Loblaws than you are the Lord. Oh, yeah. Can you just run back? And I'd like to buy all these groceries. Sure. I will help you buy those groceries. Dear God, please prevent this guy from beating me up. Whack, whack, whack. Oh, God sucks.
God, please give me more food.
Yeah. Oh,
no. What the lady at Loblaws did.
Dear God, please tell me how I can get to Vaughan Mills Mall from here. No. But my GPS can.
GPS
Hey, let's try
is God.
it. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Shut the music off.
Okay.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got there?
The capital of...
Dear God.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the capital of the Seychelles?
You didn't answer?
Wait. Hang in there. You hear anything? You getting anything yet? No? Okay, put it into Google. What's the capital of the Seychelles, Todd?
Victoria.
Oh.
Port Victoria.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Incredible. We just proved Google's more important than God. Right there. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening?
Nothing new?
Nothing. What's wrong with you?
Sweet. Pardon me?
What's wrong with you?
I was in Mexico about two years ago with my girlfriend, and I got sick doing face love.
Oh, because you got the Montezuma's revenge.
We did it in the shower, and the water there you can't drink, so
Yeah.
it ran down into my mouth.
Okay, hang on. Dear God, please cure this Montezuma's revenge. Nope. Go get some Imodium. Hi, The Edge. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing. What's wrong with you?
I'm a little bit more retarded from listening to the clips of The Bachelor this morning.
No kidding, eh?
Yeah, sorry to do that to you.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
What's up? That's all you wanted to say?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, all right. Well, that's not a winner right there. Hi, The Edge. Hello.
Hey, good morning. How are you, Dean?
Good, man. What's up?
Oh, well, this sucks, but I dropped my girlfriend, and she broke her elbow and her foot.
Okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. Dude, did you pray to God to get it fixed?
That didn't work.
Where'd you take him?
Okay?
What worked?
The only thing that worked was the doctor.
You see?
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. Kids, listen to me. I'm very right. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, short and sweet.
Yep.
When I deuce, sometimes I like to out the front. At the same time, it feels so good.
Oh, the self.
Oh.
It just feels so good.
Yeah, it's a self-Blumpkin, I believe
yeah.
is what it's called.
That's what it
I'm going
is,
to give it to the first guy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, right on. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, his mom was in a cult for years and then became a Christian, started beating the crap out of him and
He had
abandoned him
heart
when he was a
attacks
kid.
at 30.
Drugs, heart attacks, street kid. Yeah, that's got it all.
You guys rock, man.
What'd you do for money as a street kid?
I panhandled right across the street.
Yeah, right. Hey. Did you ever stick your mouth on something you shouldn't have?
Sometimes, but not really.
Hi, this is Rick Mercer from the Mercer Report on CBC. If you're currently being weaned off your meds, listen to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Morning. I got an email. This is, folks. This is what I want you. I wanted to tell you what I have to deal with, or what we have to deal with, because as you know, there's been some issues in the past, maybe some off-color content.
What?
So we were talking this morning about the Bachelor or the Bachelorette and how how natty these biatches were on the show, like just everything you don't want to hear. It's like a talk show for people that need Ritalin. So,
Yeah, all the cat fights, and it's just sort of they're just annoying, and they're trying to manipulate situations. Ugh, just all the drama.
Sort of what I exactly just said.
I'm just saying it to really prove the point, to drive it home, like they were doing.
No offense, but I hate the show.
You know what? You don't know anything about TV shows.
No offense, Todd, but I think you're stupid about
You're
that.
dumb too. Let's all start yelling at the same time about how mad we are.
No.
I
was saying,
this guy didn't even think about
all
it.
I was saying,
He didn't even hork on it or anything. So listen to this. This is an email. This is from Jennifer. And while I appreciate the fact that she's upset, it would have really been awesome for her to kind of tell me what it was. Hi there. I have a quick comment for the morning show, guys. I'm not sure if that's Dean Blundell. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. This is for the morning guys around 8:25. You know exactly who it is. You found it on the internet. You know who I am. Today I heard these men recommending to the Bachelor ladies they keep in mind women of Afghanistan and other Taliban places, that they have it a lot harder. And I just have to say that as a woman, keep in mind there isn't one period in this paragraph.
Oh.
There was like something deeply inappropriate about it. I'm sorry. I'm not pissed off or anything, but there was something that pissed me off.
That's the end?
Maybe.
It gets better.
I was going to say, maybe that's where the period comes into play.
Yeah. Once you started writing the email, you mean, shouldn't have done this on my period. Listen, it chilled me to the bone, and the original message was lost. Thank you for your time and consideration. Cheers, Jennifer. Now, Jennifer, first thing, I don't know what you're talking about.
Just like your email.
Yeah. And if you're going to email me and say you're not pissed off, but there was something that chilled you to the bone, you have to identify what it is. What I said was the women on The Bachelor, I got nothing on The Bachelor Afghanistan women, because those are women that have had very serious hardships. And you want to watch a show, that'd be the one.
Yeah, because these women make hardships out of nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my whole point. You want to entertain me? You do like Bachelor Myanmar, or maybe any other country where women aren't allowed to do absolutely anything, because that's hardship, and that was what I was saying. So if you're going to email me, folks, and be pissed off, God, make sure you know what it is you're pissed off about. That's like 1A.
I'm just
mad.
pissed off because
I don't know. I gotta tell you, I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
It's because I'd be good on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know if I would be.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm typing.
Yeah. What is this thing in front of me?
Who put this food in my mouth? Is this what I've heard? It's called dinner.
How about that one Bachelor, the Bachelorette, who's saying how she saw The Bachelor on the previous show, and she was hoping he didn't get chosen because she just knew she had a connection.
Yeah. Through the TV.
Yeah.
Well, she was wearing her tinfoil hat watching it at home.
The Dean Blundell Show.
We heard live Big Wreck before that. I'll read you some of the comments here. This is giving me a slow rising erection, and it is full and firm. Thank you, Jared. Congratulations, Ian. Giving guys boners for 15 years.
Mission accomplished.
How are you, dude?
I'm well.
You look great.
Thanks,
You're still you got the band back together?
Yeah, we're just coming off 2 weeks of intensive rehearsal.
What do you do for intensive rehearsal? Like, what happens? Do you lock yourself in a basement? Do you go to someone's house?
Yeah, we go to a rehearsal spot and just sort of lock it out and pretty much like 9-hour days.
9 hours of just playing music?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Do you have any fun stuff in there? Like, do you guys have a pinball machine or some video games or a TV?
Just guitars and work.
Yeah.
Just guitars and work?
You order lots of pizza or
It's good,
something?
No, there's a Portuguese joint.
place,
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Prosciutto, mortadella.
Some rotis every once
And
in
he
a while.
speaks Portuguese. So
Do you speak Portuguese?
Oh, yeah.
fluently?
Oh,
Watch
you're
this.
kidding. I didn't
Do
know.
the rest of the interview in Portuguese.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the record? Go ahead.
I feel great.
No,
in
in Portuguese, please.
Oh, you really want me
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
this?
please, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Watch the album. Vai ser ótimo.
Yeah. Great.
That's it. That's it. Say something like rude.
Say something rude. We can still get in trouble for Portuguese rude. Ian. Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
Don't.
We don't want to do that.
So what's it like now? What's it like? The band is basically back together, and it's been a while, and you had a long time off in between. Did you guys? And I'm being serious. Did you have to go and mend fences, or did you just say screw it?
I think, but between Brian and I think that kind of happened on its own, just over time, because it was
Yeah.
like a good few years there where we didn't really chat,
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, I think it was just time to, I don't want to say bury the hatchet, but I honestly just missed the guy, right?
Yeah.
So.
It's funny. I imagine, is it too, Brian, when you get older, you realize, hey, the stuff that pissed me off 5, 6, 7 years ago didn't piss me off anymore. So what's the point?
No, it's time to put that stuff aside, and
Especially when you're
move on.
successful. It seems like a real waste to not do something.
For sure.
Yeah, just that, everything just felt good. We hadn't talked in a while, and started hanging out together again, and it just kind of went from there. So, but it's great, man. It feels really good.
Like it must be nice. It's almost like a second chance, and then you come back not just with an album, but a big album and a song that's #1 across Canada. And I don't know if you know this, Todd. Ian's never had a #1 single in Canada.
That was my first.
BS.
Talk to me.
Are you kidding? You serious?
Talk to me. Talk to me.
You guys should have never
give me that
broken
numero
up.
uno.
You would have had it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The Steve over there, man.
What Steve did what?
They were the ones who decided to go with Albatross. I never would have called that as a first.
Are you
single.
serious?
Yeah.
What would you have played? What would you have taken as a
I don't
first
know.
single?
Just one of the sort of shorter and more up tempo and more don't bore us, get to the chorus kind of things where the chorus happens within the first minute.
What, do you have like a pop song on the album?
Have you heard that? You haven't heard it yet?
No, I
It's the
haven't
whole
heard it.
thing, dude.
Come on.
No, I just kind of figured it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what those. They're obviously far more clever than I am. So I was just like that. Kudos to them, to all those folks, because I never would have called it, and now I got a #1. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm having T-shirts made. That's awesome.
I'm #1.
Yeah,
Part
we're
of the,
#1, and you're not.
part of your issue, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you're such a music head that the business of music really just pisses you off from time to time.
Well, it pisses me off because I don't understand it.
What do you mean? What do you
Like
understand?
a kid in math class who just doesn't. Some kids don't compute it.
Yeah.
That's me with anything to do with the business side of things. I really am kind of. A lot of it is my focus just goes, and I'm like,
Can't be bothered.
there's other people that are really good at that. I'm just not. I'm not put together that way.
Oh, you just don't like counting stuff.
I can count.
No, I keep track.
I can count to #1, Dean.
Nice one.
T-shirt to prove it. Regarding the
Guess
songs,
it's all you need, huh? Just the one now.
It's all downhill from here.
I want to ask you though, regarding the songs that are on the album, does any reflect at all the breakup or some of the past troubles you guys have had?
I don't know. Like lyrically, I don't think I actually focused on any of that, but I'm sure stuff pops out.
Like in some of the songs, there's like, that was when Brian was being a douche in Sudbury. We were really drunk. And he totally douched out in Thunder Bay. Pooed in my bunk. Now, do you guys, are you excited to go on tour again? Because you're going to start, May 10th, May 12th around here, Danforth Music Hall, May 10th.
Absolutely.
May 12th. Yeah, you excited?
Can't wait. We did through the rehearsals too. Like we really hashed stuff out, and with an extra, 3 guitars in there, orchestrating all the parts.
Yeah, because that's what
extra vocal harmonies and stuff. We really went through it, and I'm really excited about it.
Are you really?
Sounds awesome. Yeah, I can't wait.
Did you get any extra duties? Have you guys gotten it? Like, do they go, okay, you're really good on the mandolin and the guitar. Let's give you the triangle and maybe the recorder.
It works out in different ways. I mean,
yeah, because you guys have a lot of different instruments. Like, it's not just a regular straight rock show with a couple of guitars and a bass and a drum set. Like, you guys put a lot into it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just kind of works out who has the right guitar and the right sound, or whatever.
Is the mandolin tough to play? It looks because it looks like a guitar for like really small
midgets.
people.
That one's
for midgets,
really hard to play at 8 o'clock in the morning. We've had a pot of coffee.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Ian's upset.
What?
Small people.
Small people?
Midgets.
I'm right here.
I don't know.
But the one we lose.
It's 2012. Small people. Well, listen, guys, all the best of luck. Really thankful you're here and thankful you did this for us. I know this is something you don't like doing early in the notes, but happy you guys are back. Big Wreck. The album is called Albatross. It is the title track to the song. Go get it. It is available today. And don't forget, Danforth Music Hall, Toronto, May 10th for a show, and then in Hamilton at Springfest.
Oh,
it's a dump, dude.
don't say that.
No.
That's where my folks are from.
Your folks are from Hamilton?
Yeah.
Your parents?
My parents.
Yeah, they produced a #1 selling
Both of
album.
them.
Exactly. Yeah, right? Thank you.
That's probably why you can only count to 1.
Oh! That's all I need to count to. Sorry, man.
Congratulations, dude.
Thanks.
All the best to you guys. Big rep, everybody.
Thanks for having us, man.
Anytime.
Hey, this is Adrian Grenier, the Todd Shapiro of LA, and you're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Hi, The Edge.
I think she's...
Is he there?
She's transferring onto his cell phone.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Mammoliti.
How are you?
Mr. Blundell, how are you, sir?
Mr. Blundell, I got to put my Edge voice on right now.
Hey, did you hear us saying nice stuff about you before?
Yeah, I did. I love that you speak highly of me.
Well, it's for good reason. You're a decent human being, but I do have to ask you, and this is tongue-in-cheek, but it's serious. On behalf of Toronto, what the F are you people doing?
Well, sometimes I wonder myself what the F we're doing. Actually, can I swear on the radio?
No.
Sometimes I wonder what the F we're doing down there, because what typically can take a day to resolve and deal with takes months on end sometimes. And politics really does stink sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it stinks because, like, I'm watching everybody. I don't care. This is the thing. Is it? I'm watching people take sides like it's daycare. And I know you, and I know Rob a little bit, and I know enough of the people involved to say, like, do you? Is it not your desire, as well as all city council, as well as the mayor, to stop being babies and try and figure it out?
Well, look, there's two equations here. There's what happens in council, which is the show sometimes, and there's actually what happens on the streets. And realistically, our constituents, the people who live in Toronto, they want a future in subways. They want someone to plan the proper roads that the subways will be on. They want someone to be upfront with what their vision is. And our mayor is very, very, very clear about it. He wants subways, and so do we. And the alternative from the left is, let's put stuff down the middle of the road that, quite frankly, is going to hurt a lot of communities, a lot of businesses. On Finch Avenue, in my own ward, I can't accept an LRT the way they're proposing it, because we've got the largest tractor-trailer corridor along Finch Avenue in the country. There's the largest industrial pocket in the country. So what they're trying to do is ram their agenda through. And some of us are saying, you're not going to do that, because once it's built, you can't take it apart. You can't say, we're gonna bury it now. I mean, it's way too costly to do that.
Well, and I understand,
but
I understand. I know Giorgio Mammoliti, I guess he's a good guy, town councilor, and I know everybody's trying to. Everybody, if you're pro subway, you say you're doing the right thing, and if you're pro LRT, you're doing the right thing. And you know what? I understand all that, and this isn't about infrastructure in as much as about this is now quickly becoming, you guys, and I'm sure you recognize this, are quickly becoming a national embarrassment when it comes to trying to figure it out. And that's from.
I don't disagree with you. I really don't, and I really equate it to
a household that has decisions to make, mother and father, and really let the child decide on some major infrastructure decisions that need to be made on the house.
Well, who are you saying is the child here?
We're the municipality. We don't have the money. The fathers and our grandfathers, which is the federal government, provincial and federal governments, are the ones with the money. They're the ones at the end of the day that make the decision, but they're allowing the siblings to squabble amongst each other, and at the end of the day will make that decision for us. What some of us are saying is, come to the table now, make your decision, and let us know what it's going to be at a municipal level. That's what a lot of us are saying right now. And I get it. I understand what you're saying, and I'm one of those people. I know that. But we've got a voice, and we've got to make sure that people know what that is, and I know how it's playing out. I know what you're talking about, and really, I think the province needs to come to the table.
Well, and you know what? I think with all due respect to you as a public servant and someone that serves constituents, and listen, it's a great calling. I'm not saying that I'm embarrassed by individual people. Well, your buddy Rob, I am a bit, but he's also entertaining, so whatever. But what I'm saying is, I think y'all owe all of these people that pay taxes and have asked for these things, you owe them an opportunity to get it done and a very sincere apology, because this takes up time, and you know these things. It takes up time, money, goodwill. It's becoming, as I said, a national embarrassment. And every day I hear about it, and I'm glad to hear you say that you're one of those people that agrees.
Yeah, I do agree. And you know what? You know how much I love your show.
Yeah.
And you allowed me an opportunity when I was running for mayor to give you my thoughts on what should happen in the future. And really, we should have a provincially run transportation system that connects the suburbs to the city. And we should be alleviated from our responsibility as a municipal government on the costs and running transportation as well. Yeah. We've outgrown ourselves, and it's becoming ridiculous when we don't have the money to pay for it. And that leads to fights, and that's what you're seeing now. It's playing out as a free-for-all on council floor. And quite frankly, you know me, I'm gonna participate in that free-for-all. I kind of like it at times. It's entertaining, but it can be a real drag. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, one of my most entertaining moments, you were involved when some reporter called Rob a fat F. Do you remember that?
I stuck up for him, even though I wasn't talking to him at the time.
See, and this is
that's when
you
were opposing him.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is why I like it. This is why I said nice things about you, because whether I agree with all the baloney that you guys are pulling down there or not doesn't matter, because this I like. And plus it's funny to hear Rob go nuts. But anyway, have a listen to this. Is Giorgio sticking up for Rob when some dickhead reporter called Rob a fat F. Totally uncalled for. Have a listen.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Why did you just call him a fat f***? Yeah, why do you say that? What did you just call him a fat f***? You did. You said that.
Barbara,
you did that.
What did you? I just heard you.
That's right. You said okay. What did you say? What did you just say?
You called him a fat.
A fat right now. You did. You just did.
I'm sorry, Giorgio. That was very funny.
And it's a good thing you can't respond to our show every day, actually.
Well, I know I'm not allowed to swear, and I know someone's by the switch. They're about to cut me off, but
no.
You know what? I would never, ever, ever allow anybody to call anybody a fat.
We got it. Good work. Hey, listen, dude, thank you very much for your time. And please, for the love of Christ, try and get this done without taking sides with everybody. And on behalf of everybody that's just so exhausted by how childish this is. But thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Keep putting the pressure on us. That's what we need. We need to hear more of this kind of dialogue for us to cool it a little bit.
All right,
Thanks
brother.
very much.
Anytime. Take care.
Bros.
He's a good man. See, I told you he's reasonable. He's sick. He's defeated by it. You could hear it in his voice. He's sick of it.
But we didn't really get to the heart. I mean, at the heart of it, what does he think McGinty, like, what's his role in this now? And I know it goes back to Miller. No, well, people do care, though. That's the thing. A lot of people in the city do. You don't, because you don't take public transit.
Do you?
But No, I don't, but I know a lot of people do.
You know what will solve the problem?
A lot of these girls who can't afford cars don't even have to get to my house, okay? Whether they're from
and they would rather be
or-
above ground than in ground.
They want it right away.
Most of the chicks Todd does like the LRT idea.
I just want newer seats and newer poles so they don't come with all the germs on them.
Septic.
Yeah, but you're right. I don't know who's... And listen, I don't like getting into serious conversations about whose job it is to pay for the subway because I really don't give a crap. What it would be nice to do, and Giorgio said it, we need this pressure so we can stop acting like tools. And it's the first time one guy has been accountable. The first time.
He is good that way. He said how you basically said, great, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment, too, because children watch this stuff. And they see adults act like children. I just don't know how it sets an example. And then they see someone who says, hey, cut the waist challenge, and you gain weight.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's called gain as much weight as you can.
You do good for the first couple of weeks, and then let it go.
It's called watch what you eat until just before bed, and then hog out.
The Dean Blundell Show. Wake up. Mornings. Wake up. On the Edge.
At the Edge.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, we're wondering what the Get Down video is.
Oh, it's this. This is it right here.
Down.
Here, have a donut.
God.
They don't do that at the donut shop.
Man, that's extra glaze.
Get down,
get down. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Stick out your tongue.
That, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, what video is that? We've been trying to find it. We can't find it.
I don't know.
It's Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Just look at the Muppets. It's one of those ones on Google.
At the Edge. It's one of those Muppets. Hey.
How are you?
Good. Who's this?
It's Tim.
Hey, Tim. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Where you been, dude? You haven't called for a long time.
He's like our most intellectual caller.
Yeah, he's the smartest of all of them.
Yeah, well, there hasn't been much, but having Mr. Mammoliti on, I guess, put a little bit of fire under my butt.
Yeah, we had Giorgio on, and I basically told him to stop being a pussy and a baby, and he agreed. Everybody needs to stop being babies about the subway and LRT crap. I'm so tired of it.
Well, it's a matter of accountability, and this is the thing. I think that the Ford administration has lost all credibility and its effectiveness to govern on this particular subject.
Mm-hmm.
What I think is, we've got an individual who cost the taxpayers, which he so rightfully or deservedly thinks he should protect. He cost hundreds of millions of dollars by wiping out Transit City. He loses the city yet another $500,000 by getting rid of someone who happens to go against his wishes by the name of Gary Webster.
Oh, who also was going to retire.
Right. Well, there you go. Just out of pure spite, and that spite costs us money. Mm-hmm. And this is what it comes down to. I think Ford and I think his little band of minions are like the outside kids in high school that were picked on, that were bullied, that were ostracized, and now they've got themselves a little taste of power, and they love to throw their weight around, if you'll pardon the pun. And now, with stints and with their diminishing authority on getting subways or LRTs done here, we're seeing that playing full circle and coming back to bite them in the butt, because you can't be a bully. You have to have a consensus when you're running a city, and you have to have decision-making that's appropriately democratic and with due respect to everyone involved, not just for someone that they mandate as being the law that they should protect.
Also, Tim, I just farted.
No, I mean, it's good points. Although there seems to be an eye for an eye and everything in politics. And that's what last night was anyway, when they got rid of 4 of his allies from the who sat on the council. So anyway, it's all games, and that's what Dean was saying. At some point, just let's make a decision. Let's move forward with it.
Yeah, it's not... Thanks, Tim. It was a very good call. Very, very good call. Even though I just farted. I think Karen Stins for mayor, maybe? Sure wouldn't have signed Mayor Stins. 2 years.
It's a lot of weight loss to go.
He's talking about accountability. The guy has gained weight on his diet, which he's doing on TV.
And he wants to set an example for people to follow that same challenge.
Good one.
So now we can all get fat.
At the Edge.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey?
What's up?
Is that Jilly?
Yep, this is Jilly.
No, were you eating chili?
No.
Were you eating chili?
Oh, fart.
Hey, you know what? Here's what I want to know. You said Tim was a good caller, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what
you high, sir?
No, listen, what's the cost difference on the up or the down on the subway and the, right?
Like $1 billion.
Which one's more, underneath?
Subway.
Yeah, but listen, be serious for a second. What is the benefit of having it above? Can anybody give me a good reason to put it above?
Cheaper.
Just cheaper?
Yep, and faster.
Okay. So what's the cost of one life? That girl that's celebrating getting it above. What would it be if her daughter got hit by this thing above ground coming home from school?
Well, I think we're stretching now a bit.
No,
sir.
hang on.
Yeah, we're killing
Hang
people's
on,
kids
one
now
second.
with the LRT.
Okay, how about the noise pollution, the traffic it's going to cause?
I agree with the traffic.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
do
only
too.
thing, yeah.
No, I do. I'm not saying I don't have a side. I don't think anybody's got. I could care less what they do.
And someone can still get hit by a subway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes they jump in front of them.
Apparently, all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care either
I know,
way.
just
Subway
get it
LRT.
done.
Just get it done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Give it to someone else. Get a mediator. Figure it out. Hey, listen. If I can almost get through a divorce, these people can definitely get subways or LRTs.
It's probably costing you as much.
Yeah. Actually, I believe I've paid more. Hi, The Edge.
Hi.
Hey.
May I speak to Todd, please?
Mm-hmm. Hey, man.
Hi, Todd. How's it going?
Pretty good, sir. You?
Pretty good. I just have a question about the ladies. Well, a lady.
Shoot.
Don't
shoot.
I've been.
Go ahead, sir.
You know, I've been waiting for this call.
Yeah.
And I think one of two things is going to happen.
Yeah.
A, this is going to be someone whose girlfriend that you maybe have torched a couple of years ago. Or B, you have a kid. Go ahead, sir.
It's neither of those.
Never mind.
Here's his advice. Are you looking for advice?
Yeah. I've been hanging out with this girl, and she's probably the hottest girl I've ever seen. And we've hung out twice, and I'm dangerously close to the friend zone. And I just wondered if you have any advice as to how to avoid that.
Show it to her.
Yeah, just
show it to her.
Well, what do you mean you're dangerously close to the friend zone? You're becoming friends with her? You want more?
Well, we have a really good time together, and we do a lot of laughing. We have a good time. We party all the time.
Oh, but that's it.
Open your mouth! Open your mouth!
Yeah, dude, just show it to her.
Finger licking good. Finger licking good.
Try that.
You either know if it works or if it doesn't up to that point. She'll either find you incredibly offensive, or she'll find you just as funny and your friends, and you'll maintain your friendship, or she'll look at that thing and you just don't want me to give advice.
Just are you telling him what I'm telling him, which is to try this?
I think it'll work. It's actually great advice.
Open your mouth! Open your mouth! Oh! Finger licking good. Finger licking good.
Just in case the first guy's point wasn't with enough conviction.
Sorry, what were you saying to him?
No, I liked what you said. Is the dude still on the phone?
Yeah, you still there, dude?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, no, because at this point, you're friends with her, so if you show it to her, she'll either find it extremely offensive, leave you. She'll either think you're just a good buddy and think that was a funny practical joke, or she'll be impressed by what you're showing her and then maybe take it to another level.
Or she'll call the police.
No, she won't call the police because they're friends.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not consented. She can call the police and claim.
I bet I doubt she's going to call the police.
Probably will. She's only hung out twice, dude. Don't show
Just
her
twice?
Don't show her your
dude,
penis.
show it to her.
Don't
Works.
shut. Here's what you do. Just tell her you like her.
All right.
It's pretty simple, isn't it?
You can't tell a hot chick you like her.
No, you can.
You can't.
Try and kiss her then.
I've kissed her. I kissed her.
Have you touched it?
No, I haven't touched it. Though.
Has she touched it?
No, she hasn't touched it.
Show it to her.
Okay, so you guys you've made out already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, show it to her.
Yeah.
The door's open a
Show
crack.
it to her. Show her your penis, sir.
And don't trim. Go old school.
Big time.
Yeah.
And fart too.
Yeah, let her like you for honestly
For
fart.
who you will
Always
be in
fart.
5 years.
Open your mouth!
Hi, The Edge. Hello. Oh, hi, The Edge.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we could maybe get a take on Uncle D's thought of this winter.
Open your mouth!
Mother Nature.
the snow?
Yeah, where's all the snow, you whore? You promised us snow, and then you told all your Environment Canada cronies there'd be snow, and there wasn't snow. And you made them apologize, you whore. That's what whores do. They put the whore blame on other people. They put them under the whore bus. That's what she did. You whore.
There's a whole bus of them?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Where?
Oh, yeah.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1 The Edge.